Hey guys, I'm Chef Pam. This is my kitchen. Welcome back. And this is Chef and More. We are getting ready to do a subscriber request. The request was for a no-chew dish or no-chew dishes. So today, guys, I'm going to be doing a whole meal. I'll show you how to do a salad, an entree, and a dessert, all for no chew. There are a lot of people out here that have different things going on, teeth removal, implants, or just for dietary needs, need something that is chewless. Right now, myself, I'm on a chewless diet because I just had oral surgery about a week ago. So let's get in the kitchen and get busy. So guys, what we're going to be doing today is a salad. It's going to consist of kale, spinach, a little iceberg lettuce, some celery, pickles, mayo, and a few more ingredients and seasonings. We're going to do a meatloaf and mashed potato, chewless casserole. We'll be putting the trinity in that, which the trinity is onion, celery, and green pepper. And then to top it off, we'll be doing a sweet potato casserole. So let's get busy, and I'm going to do it a little bit out of order because the meatloaf needs to go in the oven for a bit. We're gonna make it first. So while it's in the oven, we can whip up our salad and our sweet potato casserole. All right, guys. Okay, guys, so for our meatloaf casserole, I have ground beef here. I just seasoned it and browned it up. You can put any seasonings you want in it. That's why I didn't do it on camera. Just brown your ground beef. This is actually 80-20 ground beef. I have some mashed potatoes that I have already prepared, and this is just a little gravy. If you want to know how to make the gravy, then there's a link right up above that will tell you. And then I'm going to chop up green peppers, onion, and celery. Then we'll saute that, get it together, and get it in the oven. So I'll be right back. Let me get this cut up. Okay, guys, so we have our trinity cut up, green pepper, celery, and onion. And you can cut up as much or as little as you like. I'm going to be using my Corningware dish again. It's a simple dish for the oven, just making one today for myself. Always know that you can just double, triple the recipe. And guys, I will have the complete recipe in the description. So don't worry about missing anything. You know, you can do the replay if you want to see how it's done, but I will have the ingredients and everything in the description. Now what we're going to do first is I'm going to get my skillet out so that we can saute the vegetables. Okay guys, so I have my skillet out, and I'm just going to put a little canola oil in the skillet. Just a little bit. We don't have a lot of veggies. And I'm going to just put them directly in here, all of them together, onions included. Okay, let me set that aside. Okay, guys, now we're just going to saute these a little bit, just so that they will be a little bit tender when we get ready to put them in our food processor. Now, while our veggies are sauteing, turn it down just a bit, we're going to prepare our sauce for the meatloaf. This is about a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. Again, everything will be down in the description. To it, I'm going to add a little ketchup, just a little bit. I'm not a fan of ketchup, but it goes well with this dish. Okay, ketchup in there. And that's about a tablespoon or so. I'm going to put just some regular pasta sauce, nothing fancy at all. This is just tomato, basil, garlic. You can use any kind. And guys, if I'm using anything that you don't particularly care for, just leave it out. Just leave it out. Okay, I should take care of that. Set that aside. And you just want to mix this together. And with everything, guys, I always go in with a pinch of salt, just a pinch of salt. It brings out the flavor. It brings out the flavor. Okay. We're going to set this aside and check on our veggies. Okay. They are just nice and tender. So we are going to go ahead and take them out of here, put them on a saucer and let them cool. You always have to let everything cool before you put it in the food processor. Not very much, just a little bit. So I'm going to get these out of here and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have our food processor, guys. And if you want to know what kind of food processor I'm using, the link to this particular food processor is in the description, guys. So check it out. And we just want to put our ground beef into the food processor. And I had it sitting on the paper towel because I wanted it to soak up all that oil. I didn't want it to be very greasy or anything. So I wanted all that oil to soak up. Okay, let's get all that in there right quick. Set that aside. Okay, put our veggies in. And guys, when you are pureeing, you always need some type of liquid. You cannot puree without some form of liquid. That being said, I'm going to add a little of my gravy in here instead of stock. I'm going to put a little of my gravy in here. And if I need more, we will add more. Okay, set that aside. And I typically process on high. It doesn't take but maybe a minute or so at the most, maybe not that long. So we're going to get this processed and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are all done with the processing of our ground beef and vegetables. And guys, the longer you process something, the smoother it will be. So process it to your consistency. See that? Nice and smooth in there. Okay, push this back for a second. I'm going to take the blade out first. And I just wasted that right down the hole, but that's okay. We'll get it cleaned up. Okay, and set that aside. Now we just want to fill our dish up, but before I do that, let me get this up. Keep a clean surface, guys. Clean hands. Make sure your hands are absolutely amazingly clean and your surface. So we are just putting this in our dish. Nothing fancy, no rhyme, no reason. Okay, guys, as you can see, it's right there. Next thing that we will do is put our sauce on top of here. Okay, so we just want to layer our sauce right on top of our meat. Give it another good stir. Okay, and next will be our mashed potatoes, guys. We're going to put these right on top. The mashed potatoes are going right on top. Then we're going to bake it in a 350-degree oven just until it starts to set a little bit. And I kind of like to make little peaks in my potatoes because when it sets, it just looks pretty when you pour the gravy on top of it. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Looks delicious. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to put our meatloaf casserole, chillless, in the oven. I'm putting it in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for maybe about 15 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it. Everyone's oven is different, so always be sure to check your oven often. Okay, guys, we'll be right back. Okay guys, one thing before we do our salad. Now I am just doing one sweet potato because I do not have a sweet tooth. So I probably won't eat but a couple of spoonfuls of this as it is. So this is going to be a very, very small casserole. So feel free to use as many sweet potatoes as you want. But guys, since I'm only using one sweet potato, this sweet potato is getting ready to go in the microwave for about 3 or 4 minutes until it's done. I'm not going to do it in boiling it or roasting it because it's just one potato. However, let me show you what I need to do before we go into the microwave to this potato. Okay guys, so the one thing you don't want your potato to do is explode in the microwave. So I've washed this potato very, very good, and it's got little marks on it, but that's the way sweet potatoes are. But you want to take a fork or a knife, and you just want to poke holes all over the entire potato. They don't have to be very deep, just poke holes in it and get the holes all over the potato. After you've poked the holes in the potato, then we're going to rub it down with oil. You can rub it down with any oil you want. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil. I just have a little canola oil here, so that's what I'm going to use. It doesn't take much. Just pour a little bit on there, rub it all over with your hands. As you can see, it becomes kind of shiny, so you know you have it oiled. This keeps the skin from drying out. The holes keeps it from exploding, letting that steam escape from the potato. Okay, so we're going to get this in the microwave and we'll be right back when it's done. Okay guys, so our potato is in the microwave for a few minutes. Our meatloaf is in the oven for a few minutes. So we might as well keep going and work on our salad. So for our salad, I have here, right here that's kale. Then right here I have iceberg lettuce. Then we have some tomatoes. Then we have purple onion or red onion. And we have some celery. We will also be using some broccoli salad mix. As you can see, I've already used some, but I'm going to put some of this in it as well. It's just shredded broccoli and carrots and cabbage together. So I like to have all of that. And we will need some mayo. So I'm just using some regular mayo, guys. Regular mayo. If you want Miracle Whip, you can use that. I don't use Miracle Whip. And you will need a little salt. Even though you may not want, you say salt on my salad, it's going to help break it down because we're not putting any additional liquid in it because it is salad. So this salt will help break down your kale and lettuce and items. So we're going to just get this in the food processor and let her rip. Okay. That to the side there. Again, no rhyme or reason, just put it in. See, I'm going to sit these things out of the way right quick. And put it in any way that you like. Now, I'm going to stop before I put the rest of this in, and I'm going to put in the mayo. I'm going to do that so that the mayo won't sit on top and get completely all over the top of the food processor. Speaking of which, I almost just lost my top by knocking it over. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of mayo in here. You can put more or less to your liking. I happen to like a lot. Okay, that should be enough. If not, we'll always go back in. I will also go ahead and sprinkle a little salt in at this point in time. Just a little bit. We don't need much salt. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead, break this lettuce up a little bit and put it in here as well. And yes, it's getting awful full in my food processor, but that's okay. There's plenty of room. Plenty of room, guys. We want all our love, so let's get it all out the bowl. Okay, let's set that aside and put in a little of this broccoli mix on top. And guys, you can also put any ingredients you want in your salad. I'm putting in something that you don't particularly care for, leave it out. If you want something in here that I didn't put in, put it in. And guys, guess what? I did forget one thing that I would like to put in here. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and guys, this is what I forgot. Dill pickles. They give a little acidity to the salad and the dill flavor comes out. Now this is truly a personal touch here because I eat pickles in my regular salad. I love them mixed with the mayo, delicious. So I'm literally putting in here, this is, let's see, that's 5, probably about 7 pickles in here. I want to make sure I get that dill flavor. I love the dill flavor. I'm going to add one more. I love that dill flavor just in my regular salad, guys. Actually, I'm adding 2 more. Yes, that's a lot of pickles, but I personally love the pickles. So if you don't want the pickles, leave them out. If you want sweet pickles, put them in. But guys, what this does is give you the freshness that you may be missing on a chewless diet. So let's get this blended and we'll be right back. Always stop in the middle, some point in time in the middle, and kind of scrape down your top lid as well as the sides, because there'll be a little chunks still left on the sides. And you want to make sure you get all those in. Get all those in. And we're going to finish blending this up. Make sure your lid is locked. Okay, I think we are just about done. Just about done. Okay, looking good, and it smells amazing, guys. Oh my God. This smells so good. So good. Okay, set that aside. And let's get this bowl off of here. And I'm gonna pour some of this out of here first before I take my blade out. Now guys, this is salad. I'm kind of particular right now because this is a chewless diet. Therefore, I wanted to look a little bit prettier since I don't have the texture. So it's nothing wrong with doing something a little unorthodox when you're cooking, or plating in this case. I said all that, guys, to say I'm putting my salad in this glass. So let's get busy. Let's see here. Hope I can do this without making a mess. Okay, now let me get this blade out of here so I can get the rest out. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on the side here just because I like the way it looks. And there you have it, guys. Isn't that a gorgeous salad? Looks like a cocktail. Looks like a cocktail. Okay, guys, let's check on everything else and see what we're getting ready to do next. Okay guys, so our potato is out of the microwave. So we're going to use a little ginger, cinnamon, cloves, about a tablespoon of brown sugar. Now, I don't have a very sweet tooth, so you may need a little more sugar, but I'm only using a tablespoonful, and some heavy whipping cream. So the first thing we want to do is get the skin off of the potato. So you just want to put a slice down the middle. And it peels off easy once it's cooked, guys. Whether you boil them, roast them, or anything, the skin pretty much peels off easy once it is cooked. Now this is still relatively hot, so I'm going to be very careful. Okay guys, so now we've got our potato all peeled and it's cooled a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get it in the food processor. Set that aside. Put in our brown sugar. And I'm just going to sprinkle in a little bit of cinnamon. And I will put measurements down below. I'm not big on measurements, so please know that when you make yours, put it in according to your taste. This is ginger. I just put in a little cinnamon. Ginger is strong, so I don't need but a dab, and so are cloves. Okay. So now I'm just going to go in with a little heavy whipping cream. This is just regular heavy whipping cream, guys. I'm going to put this in here as a little liquid. If I need more, we'll go in with more. But for right now, that should do it. Okay, we're going to blend this up. Make sure that lid is on. Okay, as you see, that only took a second. So see how quick it is. Okay, guys, I'm going to get this all in this bowl and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is how it looks before it goes in the oven. I'm going to put it in the oven for maybe about 5 or 10 minutes. And we're going to make our whipped cream, let this cool, put it on it, and we will be done. Okay guys, our meatloaf is all out of the oven. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Amazing, amazing. Now if you want to add a little bit more gravy to it, you can. But I kind of like it just the way it is. Okay guys, this is the last thing that I have to do for our meal to be complete. I'm going to make a little whipping cream just to go on top of the sweet potatoes. Now, I know you're probably saying, why in the world does she have this big old giant bowl? Well, guys, I have found that when I whip it by hand, in which I have chosen to do this morning or today, it's not even morning, I need the space, I need the room to whip it correctly. We want to get it to stiff peaks. I have a little hazelnut syrup here that I'm going to sweeten it with. Just as the peaks start to form, I'm going to add just a drop of this because it's strong and you don't want to liquefy your whipping cream. I also have some cream of tartar that I'm going to add to this pretty much in the beginning because it will make the stiff peaks stay. It'll hold up the integrity of those stiff peaks. Okay guys, so I'm going to shake this just a little bit and pour just a little bit in here because I don't need much. Don't need much whipping cream at all. If I have any left, I'll probably put it on top of my coffee. How about that? Okay, set that aside, and just a couple of shakes of the cream of tartar. And we're going to start whipping this by hand, and then we'll add in our syrup. Tilt this to the side, hold it here. And this may take a few seconds, but I guess I'm being lazy. I did not want to bring out my actual mixing bowl. It's thick now, so I'm going to add just a drop for sweetness. That's good enough. Set that aside, and now we need to really finish this on up. And guys, that's true what they say. If you can turn your bowl upside down and nothing comes out, you've got stiff peaks. And I am almost there. Yes, we're there. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. All right, take my, what do you call this thing? I've been whipping so long. Oh my God. Anyway, my stirrer thingamajigget. And guys, to see if I have stiff peaks, that's what it looks like. I'm going to turn it upside down. Let's see if anything comes out. Woohoo! All right, guys. Yes, nothing came out. Okay, so we have stiff peaks. Just to show you guys up close. See the peak there? Can you see that peak? Can you see the peaks? It's real stiff. Okay. Okay. Whisk. That's what this is. It's a whisk. Yes. No, I could not think of it, guys. I was whipping so hard I couldn't think of what you called it. It's a whisk. I know I'm going to get some pushback on that one, guys, but that's okay. That's okay. Just put it right in the middle here. Right in the middle. There you go. There you go. And we are done, guys. We are done, we're done, we're done. Let me bring everything over so you guys can see it. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, there you have it. We have our chewless meal, meatloaf and mashed potato casserole. We have our dessert, which is our sweet potato casserole with handmade whipped cream. And we have a fresh salad with a wedge of lemon that we can squeeze if we like. Guys, this is our full-blown meal we have today. It is absolutely chewless. If you guys got anything out of this, please give me a thumbs up, guys. A thumbs up. I really do appreciate each and every one of you all. Leave me some comments. Do you need a chewless meal? This is amazing. You have your fresh greens, your salads. Guys, share me out, share me out, share me out. I am sure there are a lot of people that could use a chewless meal. And if not, maybe they know someone that does. So sharing is caring, guys. And you can also, if you want to support this channel even more, guys, and see more amazing meals, join the channel, guys. I have a join button. It's right there next to the subscribe button, guys. So don't forget to subscribe, turn the bell on, so you'll be notified next time I have my upload of any of my videos. You'll be the first to get it. So tap that bell, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and join, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate each and every one of you all. And I'll see you next time, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.